Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our game of Dragonlance. We are resuming our exploration of the Temple of Paladin after struggling through a particularly difficult encounter with a watery adversary. Um, in the wake of this confrontation, our party has been rent in twain, with almost half of its members being slain in that watery combat. We join now Tinder, who is unconscious, blissfully floating in the water, and Waltz, as well as Ellery. Yes? I believe
Yeah.
Ellery was still alive.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ellery's also blissfully floating in the water, though, I believe.
Okay. I was confused because I saw that you had like complete wounds, but you weren't making any saves.
I think everyone's saved out already.
For me?
No,
Yeah.
I failed out big time.
Oh, man, like
Uh,
you saved out, good or bad. I think we're all saved out.
Oh, I see.
you ended the session like before I would have taken any death saves.
Okay. That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
All right. So Ellery also unconscious, leaving us pretty much just with our sole standing survivor, uh, Walt. Now, you thankfully have the temple to yourself. The corpses that had accosted Grimshaw have gone back to slumber in the barely hidden, or sorry, mostly hidden pits scattered throughout this room. You imagine as long as you don't disturb their rest, they will not accost you any further. In this space, all you hear is the gentle breeze of wind moaning through the broken walls of this temple and the gentle rippling of the water. Take it away.
Yeah, I think we start with hearing Wald's sort of heavy breath since he's been fighting, right? That's right where we're leaving off, like right after this thing left, correct?
Yes, he just um, took himself out of this plane and left you after being critically wounded.
Yeah, he's covered in blood, and we just hear his breath, his heavy breath, but it slowly regulates, goes back to normal as he realizes he's still alive, and he looks around. He just sheathes his weapons, and he just says to himself, "Well, it's happened again. All right." And he's gonna go look at everybody. He's gonna try and find
Yes.
everyone and methodically.
Ellery's like right next to him.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
the
I think-
first person that he would check. Then.
I think
Like
that was
I-
actually over here. I don't know why a character was in the middle.
I don't have a map up, so I'm in theater of the mind at the moment. But whoever is closest is the first person that Wald will check on. Checks a pulse. If there's
Also,
if there's a pulse, he'll choke a berry
him a
down.
berry?
He'll take a berry, put it on the end of his thumb, and just shove it to the back of their throat and make them swallow reluctantly. But he does it like he's saving his his resources, as it were. If you're alive, you're alive. You breathing? I'll smack you on the cheek, Ellery.
Yeah. How much HP does that do again?
4.
4. Yeah, she'll kind of probably cough up some water and and kind of look around, semi-panicked.
Not dead.
Where's the water things?
Gone. He's gonna get up and start looking around. He's walking everywhere he's not rushing to anybody in particular. He's gonna walk over to where he's pretty sure he saw the corpses of Alistair and Tinder.
Ellery will probably rush towards Tinder because one of the last things she was trying to do was get her homunculus head in that way.
Yeah, if you push past Wald and rush across the water, I think he's just like, if they're dead, they're dead. Alright.
Like,
Well,
player
starting-
knowledge, we know there's the pit. It's one of those, I don't know if my character would know that there was a pit.
Well, one of them's popped open. If there's more than one, you might not know, but one got fallen through.
The water settles at exactly the height of the hole, so
I walk exactly where I know I've already walked.
yeah, just call it that.
Outside of combat, with the water relatively still and with the light coming in through the roof the way it is easy enough to see the indications of these traps, and you can avoid them. Now, that being said, as you cross the water and reach the rubble on the north side of the temple, you see Alistair's broken body strewn about that refuse. He is clearly long gone. There's no saving him. Beyond the rubble, you can see floating in the water Tinder, who looks at least moderately better off, maybe even with some signs of life.
On a positive note, my familiarity thing doesn't die until I die. So there's a reference point for if I'm alive or not.
It's true, that little sprite is kind of just chilling, taking the dodge action every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
How's the wizard? This one's dead.
Yeah, Ellery will look down and for a second, as she's passing by, and just say he's also gone. And then she'll keep going to.
I was talking about. No, I'm over here. I'm looking at him. They're both wizards to me.
This one might be okay.
He's just poking my corpse.
Yeah, no, I
I'll
literally have a
try
stick
to-
and I'm poking him.
Also
Trying to see
take
if
a
he's
very.
still alive.
You're poking my head.
I'm poking your head just to see if you wake up.
Ellery will administer a berry very anxiously to Tinder.
Eat the berry.
Alright.
I've decided that anytime someone does something with a berry, I'm just gonna whisper, "Eat the berry."
I healed myself. Remotely.
Yes, welcome back to the world of the living. You are much more soaked than you were when you left it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna start casting Aura of Vitality as I stand up.
What's that one do?
It's the full minute of every turn 2d6 plus 5 healing. Oh no. Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
All right.
Once Tinder is situated, Ellery's also going to look around and look for Grimshaw.
There was a point in the battle where Grimshaw lifted out of the pit and so it's floating next to a pit.
Oh.
You would have walked past him.
Yeah, I was pretty sure he was dead.
Seemed like that.
Unless they can breathe underwater.
Ellery's also going to scoop up the piece of jade from the homunculus for later repair.
All right. So, three of you are up. You see two of your companions are down, and they won't be resuming their adventures. Now, surrounding you still is the temple itself. You've been within one of the rooms, another is closed off, and there's the central shrine with a large plinth set in the middle of it. Although you've suffered some significant losses, you can't help but feel compelled to continue your march forward, as if something is calling you to do so.
Well, shit. Ellery will reach into the bag of holding and pull out the Dragonlance tip. Say, Tinder, did you want to take care of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you bring out the Dragonlance tip, it feels oddly warm to the touch, and that compulsion to proceed forward becomes all that much harder to ignore.
It's definitely wanting to do something here.
Alright, I am going to wander in here, I guess, and look for.
Ellery will probably pull Grimshaw's body next to Alistair's after handing off the spear tip.
He's heavy armor.
I'm just finishing up my minute of us wandering around.
Yeah.
And last one. There we go. I feel better about our party now. Who's alive?
Thanks, Tinder.
Now we're all in the teens of wounds instead of the a lot of
Tens
wounds.
of teens.
Yeah.
Now it's Ellery's turn to gently poke Alistair's corpse. It's like, this is actually pretty entertaining.
Alright, so there's a. Is this an altar-y thing up this stairs?
Yes, it's a chancel.
Oh, okay.
You see that there are stone steps which rise from the water to a dry platform bearing a triangular stone altar. Sculpted reliefs near the altar depict platinum dragons in majestic poses. And despite the age of the temple, these appear to have withstood the test of time and appear as resplendent as they must have been when they were cast.
Probably drag the corpses up here so they're out of the water. For now.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm gonna check in this door as well.
Okay. Opening the door, you see what must have been a small living area, which has been flooded, much like the rest of the temple. There are moldering vestments hanging in a wardrobe, and the beds are blanketed in fungus.
Okay. Is there a Paladin holy symbol hanging in any of those vestments?
Nothing that becomes immediately obvious, but you imagine you could search through this room to try and find anything of note.
I'm searching for a holy symbol in particular, but I'm gonna search this room.
Roger that. Well then, give me an investigation or perception check.
I'm a druid, so
I could-
probably perception.
If it's investigation, I could do that. I'll also use Flash of Genius.
Okay. What's your
I think
intelligence?
that's +5.
All right, so 20. I forgot to use guidance, but that's probably fine.
All right. So, everything here it seems well beyond any interest, either covered in mold or slowly dissolving away into nothing. But what you do find is a very rusted chest under the bed.
uh, is it locked?
It definitely looks like it is locked, but that lock is so ridiculously crusted with rust that you couldn't even fit a key into it.
Okay, I pull it out and set it on the table, I guess.
All right.
There seems to be a little like food table.
Yep. You put it on the table, which creaks in a soggy complaint.
Yeah, I just wanted it out of the water. Um,
I can try to pick the lock, but I could also just try to break it.
yeah, we'll let you try that.
Looking at the lock itself, if you can't fit a key in it, you certainly can't fit a pick into it.
Okay.
Your best bet is to disassemble or destroy the chest.
Um. So Hillary has a all-purpose tool that it can transform into any tool as an action. So whatever tool best fits this, she's gonna try to use
What tool
kind
do you think
of
that would be?
uh if it's a mostly wooden chest, and then probably like metal scraps around it or something.
Yeah, it's got metal reinforcements on
Should probably do like a chisel and a hammer or something and get to the metal reinforcements to get them loosened so that she can actually open it and try to do that.
it. Okay. It will take some considerable strength to work through the what must be decades of rust and rot that have sealed this thing shut. Give me an athletics check.
See, now strength is not the thing.
We're missing our
Um,
strength person.
yeah. Let's see. I have a backup plan.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm also trying to see because there's like the right tool for the job thing. That
I
lets me
guidance
make
you.
tools. Tool expertise. Proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make that uses your proficiency with a tool.
Oh, I accidentally guidance myself. I meant to guidance you.
Would you say that counts as like a tool thing there?
Run that by me again. I was reading a description.
I get bonuses to things when I am like double my proficiency bonus when I'm using a tool that I'm proficient in. Um, and if I'm remembering correctly, the all-purpose tool means anything that I create with it also is something I'm proficient in. Let me double check that. So I'd be able to get that bonus on it.
I mean, that does sound fine to me.
Okay. Yeah, whatever form the tool takes, you are proficient with it. Cool.
There we go.
Cool.
Now you have
So-
guidance.
Okay. I probably also have a bunch of like dead conditions on me. If we want to check that, because that
Oh,
might
that actually
give me
doesn't do anything yet. Never mind.
disadvantage.
I didn't fix the guidance one yet. Just roll a d4.
Okay. The bonus is 3. Okay. So we're gonna do. Plus 6 from that, and then also d4. And it. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Hold on. How do you pick up multiple dice?
Like different types of dice, or
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I think just roll them.
Okay. So we'll do this and this, and then I will also. I think Flash of Genius is after I roll, right? And I don't have a description in here. Gonna go to Beyond. Yeah. Okay. So I'll do that again. Which would have been editing 5.
Okay.
So 21.
So a total of 21.
Yeah.
Cool. So what does it look like when you disassemble this chest?
She'll probably. Her helmet will retract so she can see better. She'll look at the chest, find a couple of points where the metal bands are like flash welded together in spots or whatever, and then use that, the chisel and hammer to pop those open, which should allow the wood to come apart a little bit, and it, instead of opening the chest, she kind of removes the bottom half of the rest of it.
Okay. So you're able to pull that rotting husk off of the, or separate the rotting husk from the contents of the chest, and within it, spilling across the table, you see that there is a hefty sum of gold. Looking at it, it looks to be about 400 gold worth. Perched on top of that pile of money is a platinum necklace featuring an intricate design that you imagine must be a holy symbol. There are also 2 bright red potions, most likely of healing, and a strange silver necklace with an onyx set into a gem piece.
Well, this probably looks like your holy symbol. She'll hold that up and
Yeah.
pass it to
Okay.
Tinder.
Well,
It is easy enough to recognize, Tinder. It is Paladine's symbol.
okay. Oh, we have a symbol now.
Ellery will shovel the rest into the bag of holding for now.
Good plan.
Silver necklace with the onyx. We're gonna probably do some rituals and see if it's magical and identify it later. But yeah, same with the potions. But we'll let you do your thing first.
Right. Well, we have a holy symbol. So we'll untarget you. There we go. guess I will don that holy symbol and start a prayer to Paladin based off of prayers I have for Habakkuk. And present the lance to the altar, maybe?
All right.
And ask
So,
for guidance / help with this task.
yeah, as your prayers echo through the through the chancel, you can't help but feel like the images of the platinum dragons shimmer with an innermost light, a light that is diffused into the room around you. You see a soft glow begin to encapsulate the space you're sitting in, and you feel a sense of comfortable warmth and righteousness flow through you. As you take up the shattered Dragonlance, you feel that eager yearning to be placed upon the altar, a yearning you're more than happy to satiate as a pillar of light reaches up to your grasp and takes the dragon lance in it. It floats, shimmering with a bright white silhouette as it begins to radiate a brilliant white light where the lance should be. And you watch as it begins to materialize in front of you, as a voice, seemingly from everywhere and nowhere at the same time, emits throughout the temple. It is powerful, and it inspires confidence and awe within you. The last to wield this weapon was unworthy. His failure was a step along the path. Wait. Hold on.
I mean, it still fit.
It still fit.
Oh, I just realized I haven't been in that.
Oh, whoops.
My bad.
The last to wield this weapon was unworthy. His failure was a step along the path to the world's destruction. But this new age needs a new hope. Use this weapon to defend the destiny mortals have chosen. Banish the shadow of the Dragon Queen with the light of this most sacred weapon. With the blessing of the gods, ye champions, claim the Dragonlance. And with that, the shimmering light bursts forth, scattering throughout the room and leaving a completed Dragonlance floating in a pillar of brilliant light. Let me get you guys some sick-ass art.
That looks a lot better.
Wish Thrag were here to see this.
And as the lance lingers there in a moment, or for a moment, the light that had scattered from its reconstruction careens through the temple grounds, gathering around your fallen companions and settling in their broken bodies until silhouettes of brilliant white light line them as well. Much like the lance itself, they are forged anew in Paladin's light. Now, they will stand once more on the mortal plane, but I do want to offer our companions something different. Paladin has seen the struggles of those who carried the Dragonlance, his eyes always upon them, and he saw the sacrifices they made on the journey to reach this place. The lights that are resurrecting your companions also coalesce into the silhouettes of other fallen friends. If anyone wants to revive one of their fallen characters and play them instead, they can choose to do so.
Oh, holy shit.
So, Drag's coming.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He doesn't know any of you? Who are all of you? Also, that I wish Thrag were here was totally foreshadowed. You, Josh, you got some characters, buddy.
I mean, just from this campaign, I only have one.
And Balfiend. I'm just
Yeah, Get him bring back. Yes.
No,
Ken.
don't do that to me, man.
I'm a
Dude,
monster. It's okay.
She doesn't know where, like, that's really cyberpunk. Get up, Valfiend. We have a city to burn.
Oh,
You're
I'm also
another-
bringing this other person from a different plane. Don't worry about it. They seem cool.
Yeah, no questions.
I saw what they did in that dungeon. That was dirty.
Thanks, Paladin. Wow.
Very cool.
In a different plane. You're in a different world.
I would
Joel?
also like to say that this applies to anyone who is still surviving. If you think that you would rather continue this journey with a fallen character, you can pick up the reins of your now resurrected character and let these individuals fade into the background. It is up to you.
Or do we bring back the original party?
You totally could.
You could do it. You could do it.
Oh, boys, what do we do?
Except Nimoy wouldn't be in that. He'd be somewhere else.
Nimoy's
And then Elquin would have to go find him.
Nimoy's not the. Jacob, who do you do? What are you gonna do, Jacob? Are you gonna bring back like your?
Yeah, because I would have choices between Eldquin, Phrixus, and Ellery,
Oh my god.
which I think I'll probably. I'm tempted to bring back Phrixus, but
You liked Phrixus.
yeah, and I was like on the cusp of like
You'd be level 8.
being able to use the abilities without hampering the party. But I do like Ellery's kit, other than a few minor tweaks that I could probably make in a long rest.
What do you want to do?
I will also say that with the culmination of this achievement, we will be leveling up to 9. So whatever you guys decide to do, you will be leveling up to that level.
Even cooler.
What does Edward think?
I'm gonna remain walled.
Nice, nice, nice.
I gotta bring back Thrag. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Fucking Alistair, goodbye.
Oh, leave your stuff of power. Goodbye.
Could have had like an entire party of clerics almost.
We could have.
Dude, yeah, I know. Everyone's been a cleric at least
Everyone
once, right?
feels.
Can I bring back
He'll never knock us down.
Can I bring back Ryok?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but only
No.
at the level she was.
One.
I think we react at it
Bye.
level 1 in the first
Bye,
moment.
Ryok. Just Ryok dies again.
Yeah, you bring back Ryok. She levels up to 9. You guys walk down a street and a red wizard of Thay runs around the corner and hits her with Cone of Cold.
And then
And Mr.
poof out of
Dies.
existence.
I don't know. You guys
So-
are swapping. What
So
about you, Alex?
Dustin's swapping.
I'm trying to decide.
'Cause
I
you've got a
can't
couple too,
really
right?
swap unless you also swap, because I am the healer.
Yeah, that would change things. How badly do you want to swap?
I don't know.
Jacob.
I'd say balls to the walls, man. Go healerless. DPS is just proactive healing.
Bruh,
Ja-
obviously.
Jacob,
Level 9 Alafi would be terrifying.
Jacob, I have a proposition for you that I think will make you go to Phrixus.
What's that?
Imagine Phrixus with a staff of power.
He's a hexblade.
He can make.
attacks.
Yeah, you can make the hexblade. You can attach the hexblade to the staff of power. The staff of
Yeah.
power does enhance damage.
Screw that, Gandalf that shit. Have a power staff in one hand and
yeah,
ram's ring in the other.
Jacob, I can tell you from experience in Rime of the Frost Maiden, I was a hexblade warlock and I used a staff of power to make it my hex weapon, and it's just as good.
Yeah, I don't know how it would take a lot of time. I think stuff too. How would the items and stuff work too?
They will have the inventories that they had when they died, and that's relatively it. If you have any important gear from like your characters currently, they would change hands, but no reshopping.
Yeah.
The level up button is not working for me.
Motherfucker.
It just says unable to open class, records not loaded. I did go into my modules, everything is loaded.
Let me see if that's on my end.
So we have Wald and Thrag for sure.
So what the three of us decide.
My choice
Um,
depends on Alex because I will bring up the heals if you're pulling.
So Jacob, Alistair also has a pearl of power. So you would get quite the boost.
My three characters I had are this one, then there's a Laffy who is the damage druid, and then I have Roslyn who is the I do AoE. Who blew up the whole party. But it was glorious.
Thrag's a barbarian,
It
right?
almost worked.
Yes, but I will I won't lie, I have the stats to also go paladin too, so I might add a point in a couple levels in paladin.
I want to try that again.
That would be
Is it working?
really thematic.
Give it a shot. Close my character sheet, open it back up. Yeah, level up, nothing. It's just giving me the same chat that I was unable to import.
Jacob.
It might
Yeah.
also be that I didn't update before I launched this, so I did get a couple messages that people were on a more advanced client than me. I wonder if that might be causing that issue.
Could be, potentially.
I did not update either.
Did you update, Ed?
I did.
Okay.
Sweet.
I'm going to assume that was it. So how about while we're debating this, I just restart it and give it a patch,
cool.
and we'll see if that fixes it.
I might swap to Phrixus.
Imagine Phrixus, but with like 8 spell slots.
I mean, that would be nice, having more spell slots. But the thing that holds me up a little bit is just like the reverse of that. Magic item wise, the ones that I have for Ellery are very specific. Although one of them's a bag of holding, which she could hand off, and that would be probably fine. Just thinking like party-wise, it would reduce our power by a little bit, but I don't think it would be that bad.
Imagine, well, my one tactical, like, mindset would be if I go back from being Alistair to Thrag,
It's back
I'm
up.
I'm a DPS damage tank. If Phrixus came back, you'd be utility again, and then the Staff of Power would give you even more utility.
Right. I mean, Ellery is very tank focused, but has a little bit of utility as well.
That's fair. Well, I will be frank with us, boys. My entire worldview of having utility has been shattered after the last boss battle.
Yeah.
I have been laid low. I have been humbled.
I will say, when I played Valoria in Tomb, my eyes were opened to the utility mage
I love
and
the
how fun
utility
that is.
mage.
I mean, you literally parted a river so we could bury a crate under it. It was like badass.
That was pretty cool. We also used that same spell to hide from a sniper in the water.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll switch to Phrixus.
There you
Yeah, boy, though.
go. What
Dude.
does your heart tell you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
I'm sorry. I like Alistair, but my heart is with Thrag. I love my soft lion boy.
The game come back up, Kyle?
Do we have to update?
Yes.
Cool.
If you
You'll have to
if you
now.
didn't before, definitely do it now.
Okay, I'll update.
Monster, Kyle. Now I have to decide. I like all three of these characters.
And you know, when I was thinking about it, I did think like, oh man, Alex is gonna have it rough. I knew some people would be pretty like immediately on board. Dustin,
Well, it's even fucking funnier when when, like, mid-sentence, the minute I saw the Dragonlance, I'm like, man, I wish Thrag were...
to be fair, I think you said I wish Thrag were here in just about every session.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that is true.
That's not true. That's not true.
I'm just saying, half the party immediately spoke up and agreed with me. So
Listen, Josh is a liar. Okay. He's
you
a-
forgot charlatan, liar, and a charlatan.
No,
Yeah,
he
I'm
doesn't
gonna need-
deserve.
3 levels on this.
Yeah, if I choose either of the other ones, I need 3 levels as well.
Listen,
Well,
I've had
hopefully we'll
characters I
level up.
love pass away. It happens.
I know.
Yeah, that's
And-
true. I can't ever fault Josh for being what Josh has lost.
What
Literally
does
made
Josh
it,
really want?
literally made it 0 days and her soul was gone.
You know
We
what?
had fucking who was it? Who was it from the beginning of the fucking campaign? Kept tossing that dice and they never got their soul eaten. Valfine and
Briak, I
O'Day.
think.
Valfine
It's
gave
forever
up.
for Briak.
Valfine was like, "Nah, I'm out later."
Valfine fucking tripped and fell down the soul funnel.
What do you want to do, Josh? That's the real question here.
I'm asking you because I've got 2 characters that were based on the needs of the party, so I have
Okay.
no skin in this game. They
Yeah.
both are cool. I would be more than happy either way. I know you're attached to someone else.
Well, I like all 3 of these. That's the problem.
Yes, but I feel like your first builds were probably a little more thought out, right?
No, I spend a lot of time on all my builds, even if they're like
Oh, well,
a few minutes.
I
Like,
Choice
Stand
continues
corrected.
to be hard.
yeah. Because I've got. So, because you weren't there for them, probably, for very much of them. There's Laffy, the Centaur Druid, who is just a single target monster.
played with one of everyone's character, and that was the session I died.
Yeah. Then there was my my wizard, who was the AoE person, because I was told AoE.
I played with that AoE character, yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. I would be following you up with a life cleric, which would probably not be a bad thing.
Yeah, that is true.
So don't
What
feel
did
bad.
I forget the name of your life cleric all of a sudden? Because I remember.
Joseph.
Oh yeah, it was
Is
Josephine and
Josephine's
Joseph.
brother, yes.
Right.
That we
Surprisingly
immediately
fleshed
killed.
Surprisingly fleshed out. I actually don't remember if I have his notes. He's gonna wake up with amnesia.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm now remembering what I had for Frixis as like motivation stuff. Which this is really gonna fuck with them.
Yeah, level
Oh
up
yeah, it is.
Is level up working for anyone else?
I haven't
Uh,
logged back in.
I'm logged in. I'm waiting to pick a character. I haven't clicked on it yet.
Here, I'll go.
Let me see if I can hit the level up for you.
It's working for me.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna look up what this.
Is it
error means.
because I originally did a lot of the work on your character, maybe?
It says unable to import, unable to open class records. They are not loaded.
Weird.
Class records. The ranger stuff?
Mhm.
Or
Yeah, it's for a ranger.
I do like a Laffy.
could be
Are you
classes.
using a ranger variety? Maybe the rule books that we have don't have that.
Weren't you a hunter?
Just a hunter. It is either file format corruption, data access issues, record type settings, import, wizards issues, software or system error. It's doesn't seem like something I'm gonna be able to fix. Okay. I guess I'll do it manually.
I'm sorry about that, man.
Nope, you're good. It's gonna take me a minute.
Can you remove Alistair from?
You're committing to that?
Yeah.
So I'll just go up.
Okay.
Oh, I'm doing it.
I mean, you could still have multiple classes in there.
Oh yeah, I just wanted him removed
Or
from the.
multiple characters in there.
I just wanted him removed from the stack. He was there with. I also didn't pick the feat for Thrag. I didn't get the level 4 feat, or the additional feat. Wild.
Oh, hey, buddy. Watch your
Whoops.
screen there, man. Careful, careful. Might wanna clean up that recording before it goes up on YouTube.
Whose?
Yeah,
is not,
that's
that's
weird.
that's not a visible one. You're fine.
Okay. Alright. I will keep my mouth shut.
What where were those feat options, Alex?
Thrag would have gotten them. I think you got the second, because we all got them all together.
I didn't get the Knight of the. I don't have.
Did you? Because you picked to not do that and get one of the level 4s. I thought that was not a Knight of Selenia thing.
Yeah, what did I pick? Oh, I might have picked. Let me look at my HP.
Yeah, Ed, I was opening up a new tab and the
Wrong window.
YouTube thing swapped over, so I don't know if you.
No, it should be good. Like your the only thing that is visible on
Oh, I
the
get
stream
it.
are cameras.
I have.
Cool.
I have
Easy.
I
Oh,
have
cool.
the.
Okay.
I got tough. I got tough for my feet. I see it. Just doing some light testing really quick. I want to see what I would get if I just maxed Barbarian.
You grabbing a Laffy, Alex? Your
Thinking
centaur?
about it.
You're grabbing a Laffy.
Thinking about it.
Brutal.
Well, I am the person who
critical.
just resurrected everyone, so I feel a little weird about that.
No, you can be like, all right, my job's done. See ya. Seen
Luckily,
enough.
level
I'm going
9 is
home.
pretty basic. Just some HP and a spell slot.
Trying to see if there's what it would take for me to do leveling.
I could pick Blessed Warrior and get 2 cantrips from the cleric spells.
I could kill Riak.
No. Yeah.
Cone of Cold. That's an option for a level 9 druid.
You don't need to do that. Rhea can do it herself.
Or I can get armor. I can just get a 1. Oh, I'm not wearing any armor because I'm a barbarian. So defense would be pointless.
I'm grabbing pass without a trace.
That was a good plan.
Nice.
I like the sound of that.
Okay. Past that trace is added.
Close.
So we got 1 feet at level 1 and then 1 feet at level 4, right?
Yeah, but your 1 feet at level 1 is the feet from your.
Yeah.
is
The
your
s-
knight
the
feet.
the Solemnic Knight.
Yeah.
Precise. I guess I just didn't add the 4th feet. I didn't realize we got another one at level 4.
I feel like you did with Riak. I mean, not with Riak, with Thrag.
I could have sworn
No,
you did.
at the same time.
I don't. Yeah, no. I mean, you can
I think
look
you
at my.
chose not to do a knight one. I think you chose one of the other ones.
I don't have any other feats. He just has Squire of Solemnia. He's got Danger Sense, Divine Fury, Extra Attack, Fanatical Focus, Rage, Reckless Attack, Squire of Solemnia, Unarmored Defense, Warrior of the Gods. That's all just Path of the Zealot. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't add it. Alright.
I'm just gonna do a test roll really quick. Okay, cool. That is accurate.
Ooh, that's a nice modifier.
Yep. Yes, it is.
How do you have a. Wow, that's a lot.
And that's what it reads on Beyond, too, so I'm pretty sure it's correct. Specifically, I hit easier with bows. I'm at +4 to my proficiency, and it's a +1 weapon. And I have
So-
20 dex.
Damn. So, Alex, where did you say that feat selection was? Oh, here we go. 4th level bonus feat.
Either choose that or one of the knight ones, which are pretty powerful.
Yeah, I was thinking either doing Knight of the, because on the dwarf I made, I was gonna do Knight of the Crown, but I could do Alert or Mobile. Sentinel. Sentinel would be good.
Oh yeah, the reason why you didn't pick the fourth one is because you weren't knighted yet.
Oh yeah. Can I be knighted? Can I be knighted?
Well, this is one of the patrons of the knighthood that is bringing you here.
That's true.
Yeah, you could. Your knightlyhood could be divinely ordained.
Dude, yeah, that's cool. He's like, I can be a knight now. The dragon just like, yes, Thrag.
Yeah, he hands you a little knight sword like Hulk handed that taco.
Yeah. Oh, oh, thank you. It's all right. Can I hug you? Yes.
Do you guys know how to add spell slots to your character? Because I didn't know how to manually do that. I'm supposed to have 2 more spell slots. 2 third level spell slots.
Should be able to do it at the very top in the thing, or if as long as you're the right level, it should auto do it too. Though it seems like.
I moved it to 9 in the thing, and it has not auto done it.
Oh,
And
there's
Legacy.
a way to do it.
Legacy
I just don't-
Ranger gets 2 at third. 2/3.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think it's.
I'm trying to figure it out. It's taking me a minute.
I'm just gonna Google.
it's been a while. Since I've leveled up. Jacob, how does it feel to be back?
Like I have to unlearn a really complicated character and learn a secondarily somewhat less complicated character, but still complicated.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Preparation.
How many spell slots did you need?
2 third level. Yeah, I just found out. I think how to. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Cool.
I'm still gonna take Pass Without a Trace. Though let me peek at the third level spells since I have access to them. I just think we really need Pass Without a Trace. So I think when I level up, I'm also able to switch. Let me look at spellcasting.
You can switch one.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the basic rule. I'm gonna go hit the bathroom, and if anybody else needs to do that as well, I think this is a pretty good time to do that.
Can
Oh,
can
yeah.
anybody
Damn. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, it was YouTube. It was asking me if I was still here.
No.
Are you still Netflix and chilling?
Let me stop the mood music, just to make sure you're still there. Am I cramping your Riz?
We want.
Yeah.
Listen, Google now officially wants to cockblock you.
So how is everybody doing?
I
I
am.
am set.
I'm done.
I'm pretty much that. I'm just trying to figure out if I can do stuff while I'm doing that.
Jacob?
I think I have everything in. I'm trying to figure out the items and see how that interacts if I am taking the Staff of Power with all of this stuff. The only item I would be transferring from Ellery to Phrixus would be a bag of holding. I think the rest can probably stay because they both had a cloak of protection, so that's fine. And then the other one is not going to be useful from Ellery anyway, so that's fine to leave off there.
So I'm going to posit this to the party to see how people think, but the gear on the characters that are leaving was geared to compensate for the fact that you didn't have your old inventories, which you now have back. Do you think it would be fair to say that, barring some minor things, they should be leaving with the items that they have?
Yeah. I mean, aside from
That makes sense. It's just the repooling that we did. We evened out the number of magic items that everybody got, so the items that are coming back in are not going to be the same as the ones that were leaving, type of a thing. So what I'm trying to do is just kind of even that out a little bit.
I would also argue if it meant I don't ever use the dancing longsword, we could get rid of it and just give the staff let the staff of power be.
Oh, if you have the dancing longsword, that's fine. We can do that again. Ditch the staff of power in general.
Well, let's give you the dancing longsword then.
We already had determined that was bad for Phrixus and better for Thrag.
Okay.
It's a bonus action ability for you.
Well, I just have a lot of bonus action abilities now.
Yeah, we can give someone else who has done that bonus action abilities. I wouldn't mind changing out equivalency items between two of my two druids, but there's one item.
At least give Jacob the Pearl of Power from Alistair.
Nah, I'm good.
I wouldn't mind changing out my Wand of the War Mage for my sickle, moon sickle instead.
Totally
Sure.
great sorting as a cleric. How's that?
Great
can
sword as a
barely lift it.
cleric.
All good. No problem.
What? Yeah, the cleric should have stuff though, right?
Not great sword worthy.
So I guess back to what you were originally saying, Kyle. Phrixus only had a cloak of protection on him. That was the only magic item. And Ellery has cloak of protection, bag of holding, and a rare item, the multi-tool thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most of the other party things were spread among other characters.
Yeah, for your character, this wouldn't apply so much. But I was just talking in general.
Oh yeah.
Because also, I do feel like the items y'all bought on these new characters kind of messed with the power creep a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Um,
very possibly.
so
Mostly one of them.
yeah,
All right, listen. Let me. I died. Okay, it clearly didn't help. The staff of power actually did not accomplish anything.
The DM's rules.
Yeah.
well,
It
not necessarily
did
the rules,
hold
just
back a.
pointing some stuff out and seeing what people think about it. In my head, it makes sense, but I don't want to like
Oh yeah.
make people not have fun.
Oh,
So
I'm not.
what items does Thrag have coming back in?
I have the shield from
Ispin?
Ispin's shield, so it's a plus two. It's just
Plus
a
one?
plus. It's a plus.
Or
Is
plus
it?
two?
It's just a. It's
I
just
don't
a
remember
shield.
which one it was.
It's.
but
I don't. I can't remember if it did anything magical.
it was like a plus one, I think.
It is a magical shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look at Ispin's shield. Oh yeah, it gives me 3 AC. Okay. So it is a plus 1 shield. I have Ispin's shield. I have the dancing longsword. I have a plus 1 solemnic longsword. I have mithril mithril armor. And I have the Dragonlance. So maybe someone else takes dancing longsword from me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that was the majority of like the party's magic items when
We're on Thrag.
I'm
left,
trying not
right?
to hoard the magical items, by the way. I cannot stress this
No, you're
enough.
good. Like, we specifically did that because you were the best one for
Each
most
of
of
those
that
things.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone take the. So if I can poof the dancing longsword out of existence to trade to give someone else the chance to get a better magical item to help their character, I will gladly destroy it.
Like, I am fine going with like having the dancing longsword over a staff of power because it's really not gonna be something like I'd use it for the spells occasionally, but my character is built around not using it, and it doesn't work with half of the choices that I made with this character. So
Okay. I can't stress to you enough though that the staff of power does like an additional 1d8 force damage in melee, and those charges recharge once a day. So it's like you have access to like.
like I understand it's a really good magic item.
Okay, all right. That's fair. I am just pointing it out. I also just want you to have cool things and be.
Like, the main thing I would be taking from Ellery, I think, would be that bag of holding, which I think would be like we'd probably want to remove a couple of magic items, just
Well,
to
bag of
even
holding
things
is
back out.
It's an uncommon, so
Yeah.
and was that like your actual item or was that one of your in
That was an actual item that I picked up, so
Okay.
I didn't have to use that.
got it.
Yep. Yeah, because I think we redistributed it based on combined, like, Thrag, Alafi, and Josephine magic items, and then gave, like, everybody one magic item plus something
Yeah.
else, right? So, Yeah. So I guess the rarities of things that you have coming from like your current character back to Thrag would be what I would say to try to even out if you can.
So, do you want me to remove things? Like-
Maybe, I don't know. Just
Well-
because I guess this is what I was getting at with Kyle is like we have this. It got distributed. If we bring back Thrag with all of the magic items, we like double the number of
think
magic items
we're-
that we have.
I think we're actually fine because 4 of us are coming back, and Wald is the one who didn't have. Wald only has one of the magic items, and I think your previous character only had 1 magic item, so I think it all works out. Like I think it rebalances back perfectly.
Also, again, I can just give up the dancing longsword, the rare magical item. I don't.
So my point has always been the adventures have loot tables with specific
Right.
items.
Mhm.
I don't have problems with you guys keeping the items that you've looted from the adventure. The dancing longsword is one of them.
Yep.
It's the items that were from outside the adventure, handpicked for the characters that are of a different power scale than the adventure was planning for, are the items that I think should be going away.
Yep, that makes sense.
Also,
Uh,
because those characters wouldn't want to just arbitrarily part with those items. Also,
Well, Alistair is dead, but no,
no,
yeah.
he's not. He just got revived.
Oh,
He did.
oh, he's getting revived
Everyone
too. Cool.
wakes up. Yes.
Yeah. Alistair's gonna leave. He's like, you're insane. I'm gonna go cry and go back to camp. Yeah, he's gonna take his staff of power with him. He's not giving you his pearl of power. He's not giving.
Yeah, I think we're probably fine if we just balance, like leave everything as it is.
Yep, I don't think it's necessary to get too in the weeds here. I'm not concerned if our party has a couple extra uncommon items, like, oh, so you have 2 bags of holding. That's not really a concern.
It'd be going from 0
As an
to 1
example.
is the main thing, but yeah,
You'd be what?
going from 0 to 1, like just.
I thought we
adding
had a bag of holding somewhere.
Yeah, I thought we did too.
I mean, it's fine if you guys didn't have one before. Again, not super concerned about it.
Okay.
This isn't a survival game where weight is a huge factor.
Mhm.
Well, I think we've had plenty of time to get our characters rebooted. Does everybody feel like jumping back in and playing for the next like 40 minutes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm good to go.
Nice.
Want to kick that map back up for us since we restarted the lobby?
You know what? I think I will do just that.
That'd be pretty sweet of you.
As the first person to actually legitimately talk to a god in centuries, my character ascends to the heavens.
Dropping the Dragonlance, right?
Oh, the Dragonlance is still floating over the altar. We're
Okay, cool. All right.
good.
She takes the Dragonlance and flies away. Oh, damn it.
Oh no!
Larry's gonna deal with some more battle shock.
Can you add my token back in? I think I accidentally deleted it.
It's still on the map. Are you referring to something else?
It's all my screen just went all black. Oh wait, no.
Oh, we don't have vision yet until he tokens us.
Your tokens are there.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, okay.
I've got old school token now.
Yeah, I do too. Circular token. Old Thrag. I love the new artwork for Thrag much better.
All right. So, our characters are resurrected in a brilliant warming light gifted to us by the absent god Paladin, and in its wake we see old champions and newer ones resurrected, having served the good of this world and being rewarded for it. Although not everyone here is exactly aligned in the same goals, and some will be parting ways, we do eventually find that our core group represented by our players here are those who have the wherewithal to continue down this path, with the reforged Dragonlance at their side. Now, we are gifted knowledge by the god through the Dragonlance and its experiences with those who held it before, and our characters, though long dead, do remember, or at least recall, memories that give them clarity as to what they're doing here and where they need to go. If this seems like a cop-out to you, congratulations for noticing. Now, we know that the city we find ourselves in is currently infested by the dragon army, and the only other notable location we are privy to is some sort of command center slash occupied manor that was spied on a hilltop by Walls when we first entered this fallen city. Besides that, there is the central floating spire. Those are the only notable locations accessible to us. Whenever our party would like to depart for one or the other, or just to get back to the city map, let me know.
You guys want to RP this for a minute? This is a pretty huge moment.
I'm gonna have to get back into the Frix's brain.
I'm sure Wald has some questions.
I forgot that my character has saddlebags.
You feel we're the ones sticking around then?
Who are you?
Did you not get the same god memo?
I know where we are, but your name. Good.
You won't know who he is because of the memories and information gifted to you by the Dragonlance in my little memo.
Yeah, we're all caught up here, right?
Your name is Wald.
Yep.
Walt's been around a long time. He's that background. He was that guy who's on the boat,
Yes.
not talking.
Yes, you were there from the very beginning, Wald. Just in the back.
Nope. Think
Laffy.
his brain might be broken. Y'all are the ones that are sticking around then.
Yep.
I'd say we are.
Sounds good.
I cannot believe this. This is a second chance.
I waved to Grimshaw as he walks away out of character. Goodbye.
And you, bald man, your name is... Leave me alone. I'm leaving now. Oh.
Remember, you're due back in prison in 3 weeks.
I bet he is sad he did not regain his hair in the resurrection. Very sad.
I don't think he had it to begin with.
He did. He just listen. Listen. He had a hard. Alistair had a hard life.
I see. Okay.
He developed alopecia at the age of 7.
That's right.
The question is, who takes the Dragonlance?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You're going to take the two-handed weapon.
Yeah, I can carry it around.
If you wish.
Can't leave it
Technically,
here.
It technically is on my person, but I can give it to somebody.
Well, it's technically on the altar floating.
It's
Yeah.
true. I just put it in your inventory because you were the one
I,
I had up.
I had the I carried the rusty lance the entire time. But
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you were dead.
That's
Somebody
true.
else
Yeah.
was carrying that.
That's
Mm.
true.
I
Ellery had it in a bag of holding.
All right.
Are you
Oh
going
no,
to
she's
use?
taking it.
Are you going to use that weapon?
Hmm? No.
I guess for now, give it to me.
You sure?
It is a giant spear.
Why'd you ask then?
Just being polite.
No,
Who are you, Phrixus?
I'm not gonna waste of time.
Do you think you can wield the weapon?
Actually, pole arms are considered heavy, right?
Yeah.
Well, no. So here's the thing: when you attune to an item, Jacob, as a hexblade warlock, you just instantly
Yeah,
gain
I
the
know.
proficiency.
Like, I have great weapon master now. Is what I'm asking.
That would be
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. Actually, give Jacob the
Reroll ones and twos.
give Jacob the Dragonlance.
Well, all right then. I will do that.
All right.
The spear is yours, Phrixus.
I'm going to have to figure out how this interacts with my abilities, but
Wait, who has the Fargab?
I don't want that.
I don't know if we still have that.
We do.
Actually, I don't think you guys do.
I
Yeah.
don't think we.
We found the Far. That's how we got in contact.
Oh,
We-
no, you're right. It was in the sack that the trader had.
Yeah, we have the Fargab.
Yeah, you do have the far gap.
I turn on the Fargab.
You turn on the far gab, but you only receive static. Either it's not working or no one is talking.
Probably
crap.
too far away.
What's his name again?
Derek?
Darrett. Can you hear me, Darrett?
Yeah, you get just the frizzle and frazzle of empty static.
That is not good. What next? What do we do?
A lot of wood around here, right, DM?
Yeah.
I think Jofs is gonna pocket a couple lengths of wood.
Okay. Add moist wood to your inventory.
Right on. I will dry it out later.
Wald will look to Thrag as he's asking what we should do, and he cocks an eyebrow. You sure you heard anything from that god?
I'm a little disoriented. Forgive me, sir.
Yeah, we're here to kill a guy.
I know to kill soft, but what this means, the Dragonlance. It's our best chance. We have not encountered a dragon, but that is a mighty weapon. If we encounter a dragon,
It appears Soth is at least working neutrally with the Red Dragon army, so
yes,
we may run into them.
we must destroy him before it is too late.
Yep.
Yep.
So before
Joseph, you're here. Oh,
I'm here. That's right.
what are you doing?
What am I doing?
You're gathering.
We have a
wood.
problem.
Yes.
We need to
you're-
solve it.
Are you going to build a boat?
I'm not going to build a boat. My sister is gone.
Nah, I think she just wandered off.
Oh yeah. Do you want to have that moment, Joseph?
Wandered off or not?
Technically.
Laffy, do you remember even where we are?
Yeah, we just got filled in.
I'm worried you might have memory loss.
We're listening to the god?
I don't even know any. I don't even know.
Someone lost some of their intelligence score.
He does have 8 intelligence.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the original party wasn't very bright.
I see. I see.
Thrag is not. Thrag has a heart of gold. He does not have a brain of gold.
Leffy's not too bright either, but is real wise.
Yes.
Heart of gold, brain of cubic zirconia.
Attention span of a gnat. Literally being talked to by his like literal god, and he just can't bother to listen.
Can you repeat the mandate? I'm sorry.
The summary of it was pretty much that the Dragonlance had imparted all of the knowledge to the god, and then the god to you, so you knew exactly what had transpired, the trials and tribulations of those who had held it before you, and you are very well aware of where you are and what you're doing here and what needs to be done.
Okay. I suppose now we just find Soth. That is all we need.
Well, we have the Dragonlance now. Let's put it to good
So
use.
Anything else in this city that we needed to do before we go after Saul?
There's a mansion and a couple other buildings.
I think the mansion was where Soth was? Or no, that was the Red Dragon Army headquarters. Soth was at a different location.
Soth took off on what very well must have been an undead dragon when we arrived in the city originally, so we know he's probably not even within the city right now.
Okay. And then... Okay. We also have some kind of toad demon following us that we have to get snacks?
Ignore him.
Seems
That's what we've been.
like a
That's what everyone
plan.
was doing so far.
Yeah, you can see him, like, the silhouette of him peeking through the twin temple doors, and he's just, like, licking his lips.
Peeking around the corner.
Yuck.
Being a creeper. Well, then we should probably start heading that direction.
Okay.
Well, do you know the way?
Yep.
Are you okay, Walt?
Yep.
You're a man of few words. I respect that.
Okay. He gets up and starts.
He simply only says what's needed.
It's good to be back.
Don't fall behind.
Wait. Come back.
By the way,
So-
you should have seen your death. It was spectacular from the view out from the tower.
Don't remind me.
I just remember it being very dark. And then it got darker somehow.
It was very dark, and then it wasn't dark, and then it was really painful, and then it was very dark.
It was very dark.
All right, so is our party departing back to the City of Lost Names?
Our work here is done. Well done.
What's the plan?
Well done,
Alright.
everyone.
Do we have anybody that can identify items?
I think I might be able to. I have a lot.
I
of
mean,
guns.
I can probably check and get it prepared.
I can dispel them, and then you don't gotta worry about it.
That usually defeats the purpose of them being enchanted in the first place.
Yes.
All right, as we can see on the map, there are 2 locations we haven't been to yet. The occupied mansion we discussed earlier, as well as the central spire, which we know to be known as the threshold of the heavens.
I think we should work our way to the mansion. Personally,
Agreed.
fire feels like I want to know what's going on in the world before I go to it sort of a place.
Oh, for all the characters that are just coming back, how do we want to do resources for the day?
I could hunt.
I got food.
I mean, we traded
I
a
mean
druid for a
more-
druid, so we're probably fine.
I'm thinking more like we had expended pretty much everything.
Oh yes.
And I still have some stuff from when I died marked, but I don't think everything is.
Oh man, I still have the IOU 20 gold from a Laffy written in crayon. The goblin slings. The goblin slaying steak knife. The fish skeleton from the first session.
Wow.
An unassuming scroll.
Did we have an item for the Dragonlance somewhere? Or it's in my inventory.
Yeah, it's in your
already.
inventory.
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking +3 weapon, dude.
It's
It's a legendary weapon.
It is notable. But if we are navigating the city, I will need to know who is leading the party, so I know who to be asking for survival checks. And if we're trying to do this without being noticed, I'm going to need stealth checks.
Well, we have Pass Without a Trace now and a Ranger, so
If we decide
yeah,
to use
2
that,
passes
for
without
sure.
a trace.
yeah.
Oh,
I can
right.
also help locate.
I have lots of survival on this character.
I think we're way up on survival with everybody here.
You want to lead the way? Be my guest.
Not roll that. I just rolled a random wisdom check.
Nice work.
You rolled an 8.
Are you leading us?
Yeah, I'll lead.
Go for it.
Obviously, I have magical stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
I know what the city looks like because I came down from the heavens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you were dropping into the city battle bus style, you got a pretty good view.
Yeah.
No.
30, I guess.
As long as you remember to thank the bus driver. All right. So, yes, your navigation will go very smoothly. Now, stealth. Are we using Pass Without Trace, or are we just rolling raw? Are we even going quietly? We have the Dragonlance now. Are we just going to walk down Main Street like the Fresh Prince himself?
I got 2 spell slots. I could pass without a trace if we want.
What's the time of day? How are we doing on daylight?
We're about halfway through the day.
Yeah, okay. High noon.
Where's my combat tracker? There it is. Okay. Alright, this is not who I need it to be. How do I
The Dragonlance might actually not work with Great Weapon Master.
It should. It's a two-handed. You're wielding it with a two-handed. It's a two-handed weapon.
Great Weapon Master specified heavy, unless I'm looking at the new one.
I only say as I'm interested because I
Lance is a heavy weapon.
Okay. Alright.
So the Dragonlance is probably a heavy weapon.
Weapon Master 5e.
Actually, don't know if it says it has heavy.
It says Regent Special on it is all.
A
You've learned
regular
to-
lance has heavy on it.
Yeah, reach topple, heavy, and two-handed. Or wait, that's the new stuff probably. Stupid freaking things. Because topple, I don't think was a sources.
You said you're Great Weapon Master?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a regular lance is reach. Oh, that's the new lance. Let's find the rule book.
Yeah, Beyond has.
And D&D Beyond is wrecked now.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's got the heavy feature. It's got reach, topple, heavy, two-handed.
Oh, just reach and special on this one, but the Dragonlance could also be a pike. Topple one is the new one.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still as far as a lance goes, it is.
Yeah, regular lances just have reach and special, which is the listed thing. So it doesn't have two-handed, but
Well,
it does
still,
require two-handed from the description if you're not mounted. It's one-handed if you're mounted, type of a thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the heavy trait still.
Well, it's still doing a crap ton of damage.
Yeah, that's very true. But I'm wondering if is that better for Thrag? Because I already have my packed weapon, which will deal a bunch anyway. So
It is up to you. 100% up to you.
would Thrag use it?
Well, you're using a two-handed weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I can just poof mine into existence because Hexblade.
Okay. Can anyone else use Ispin's shield?
I could use this spin shield, or
I can hold it.
or Joseph probably could.
Because I have the +3 shield actually. Jesus.
Okay.
if
plus
you're gonna
three.
offload it, I will
Plus
hang
one?
on to it. That should not dematerialize. Yeah.
It's a +3 shield. I thought it was only a +1.
It's got a different one, I think.
Shields are naturally +2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that-
Okay.
It's a +1 shield.
makes
So
more
it's
sense.
It's a plus. You said it was a +3 shield, which made
Yeah.
it seem like it was.
Yeah, oh,
That would be +5.
No,
Yeah.
no, yeah, no, yeah.
I get ya.
It is a total 3 shield.
If
So
you're
my-
offloading, hand her over.
My AC, if that means I'm getting the Dragonlance, yeah, you could, because I don't have my shield anymore, which would reduce my AC to 16. But I have Shield of Faith, which would then up it to 18.
Yeah. I'll hand that back off. Sorry for juggling it, but
You don't need to apologize.
trying to make
Alright.
sure.
And also, I'm still waiting for everybody's stealth checks. I see
Oh,
that.
Right. Were we tracing?
How do I give?
Yep.
Kyle, can you
Pass
transfer?
out trace +10 added to these rolls.
Can you transfer Ispin's shield to Joseph?
Sure.
Oh no, that's the wrong.
They're wrong.
There we go. This is gonna be much worse. Oh, actually, not that bad.
Yes. So I got a 12 plus 10, so that's a 22.
All right. So, our party will depart the Temple of Paladine feeling that righteous warmth flowing through them, having witnessed a literal miracle of the gods for the first time in hundreds and hundreds of years, thereby signaling that the gods have shown interest in this broken world that was not worthy of them once more. Now, as we begin our holy, sneaky march through the City of Lost Names, we will see our party slip into the warming, or I guess enshrouding darkness gifted to us by, was Wald who was casting this?
Yep.
Very nice. And slinking into and through the various alleyways and side streets of the city to remain undetected from the very real presence of the dragon army, represented by flying dragonels or random patrols, seen also slinking through random city streets. But our party will come across an encounter, an unusual one, in that you have the complete element of surprise here. They are
never
unaware of you, right? They are completely unaware of you. They, being a small cluster of humanoid and draconoid creatures. The humans are dressed in a variety of different garb, from more prim and proper collected attire of an educated workman to those of skilled and perhaps even slave labor. As we note, some of these individuals are wearing manacles. And what are they doing, you might ask? The slave labor, as well as some of the skilled humanoid individuals, appear to be doing some form of excavation. They are moving rubble from one of the leaning buildings and then reinforcing them with wooden supports. The Draconoids are watching them and also their surroundings. They appear to be guards. There are 4 of these Bast Draconians, and there are 18 humans. Of the 18, you note that 6 are of the skilled variety. The only armed individuals here are the Draconians.
I wonder if the Draconians would, like, if they count as dragons when getting hit by the Dragonlance.
If they did, that'd be nuts.
Just to
Probably.
give you an idea, I have divine smite. Like, if I were to rage, I would get my divine my divine fury, which would give me 1d6 plus half my barbarian level in damage. My divine smite. And I don't think reckless. I think reckless attack just gives me advantage. It doesn't do any extra damage. And then raging would give me even more damage. It's already giving me a 1d12 plus 7.
So what would our party like to do?
There are a lot of
I'd
humans
like
here.
to apologize to Kyle for one of my choices, for my choice, and then I will continue on.
Fair enough. Yeah, they are unaware of our party, and you can choose to ignore them or engage with them. They are not between you and the mansion. You could slink by completely undisturbed.
Oh, we need to help our friend. He's still probably following us. He wants to eat the boss Draconians.
Are these the type of draconian he hasn't eaten yet?
No, he has eaten this type. They were on the bridge that when you originally met him. Or nearby where you originally met him.
He's trying to taste the rainbow. He's already tasted this part.
He's tasted the common flavors. He's had vanilla and chocolate. He's looking for Superman now.
Wald is amenable. Could do either or.
Yeah, I'm good either way, but avoiding conflict probably a good idea. Especially with 6 of those boys.
Well, 4 Bastraconians, right?
4 Baz Draconians. They're the only ones who are armed. Everyone else
Okay,
appear to be
it's
a
4.
type of laborer.
Not 6.
Yeah.
Laborers, yeah.
Do you want to do a quick?
Weird.
Do you guys want to do a quick combat before we end tonight's session?
A quick combat, he says.
Yeah.
The last time this happened, we died. Like, Eldquin died
yeah.
from getting the
Elfin-
jump on somebody and then them turning around and killing us. So, I am wary, but...
Are any of these? Do any of these laborers look like unique?
There are 6 of them that are wearing finer clothes. Then the rest are all dressed in rags and chains. None of them look particularly unique, but all of them are working with a fervored purpose.
We might learn something from them. But I will leave it up to the party.
Caution. How about we... That's my vote. We'll survey a little longer. We got Pass Without Trace for an hour.
what are we hoping to gain?
Because we're heading toward the mansion right now, right?
Yeah,
Where
what are we
about
trying
are
to
we?
do at the mansion? Clear out more...
Find more information. Like
About Soth?
about any of this.
You could just stalk their group and observe if you wanted. There would be roles associated with that. And, depending on how long you wanted to stay, I would have some stealth rolls re-rolled, but I doubt that'd be an issue because Pass Without Trace is elite. Up to y'all.
I mean, I vote we head for a mansion. That's my vote.
Okay. I'm good with avoiding it.
Sounds good.
There'll be plenty of combat, gentlemen.
All right. So that is the majority of our group. We will pass by the slave labor area
Without a trace, you say?
without a trace. And we will continue to the mansion we spied earlier. Okay. So, coming around a street corner, you finally lay eyes on the mansion itself. It is one of the more intact buildings in the area, and the presence of dragon soldiers nearby definitely gives it away. I will read you a small description now. At the end of a row of ruins stands a partially intact manor. Most of the manor's east side has collapsed, but the rest of the house has been cleared and made serviceable. In the southeast corner, an attached carriage house stands next to the front entrance.
Is there water pooled all around it?
There is water on that collapsed side, yes. Now, as it is currently, it is incredibly active. You see that there are 4 Capic Draconians standing guard at the front door, and you can only guess how many more are within the manor itself. And there are also several patrols that you passed on the streets on your approach to this location. So you know you are in a veritable nest at the moment.
Oh dear.
This was the headquarters for the Dragon Army.
It seems pretty heavily guarded.
Yep.
Yep.
What are we doing here?
are we doing? What? We are ready to die again? I just was resurrected.
Well, I think this is the place where we get information.
Oh, we go to die.
Well, good to know about things.
Is this wait for nightfall situation?
We're all going in at the same time. We're not doing this, the whole thing again where we just send a Laffy in to die.
Well, that was partly your idea.
I've learned from my mistakes.
Fireball the front door is always a viable option.
Obviously, yeah. The collapse section. How heavily guarded is the collapsed section? Or are they just standing at the direct front door?
The 4 Capic Draconians are standing guard at the front door. They are at least relatively spread out. There are 2 at the front door itself. There's 1 standing by a back patio door. And there's another standing near the carriage house on the east side.
Anyone want to peek around the collapsed side? See if there's a way in if we're going in?
Sure.
Just take a peek, see? While we got some time stealthy.
Yeah. Could try to also see if we can find any isolated of different colors to feed our friend.
Feed our friend, yeah.
He did promise some kind of weapon.
Magic items.
Magic weapon.
He whispers ominously.
He sniffs
Which
the air. There is untested food here. I can savor that scent in the wind.
Is that Kiri Jolith?
How
He licks
many-
his eyeball.
How many untested?
It's hard to say. The smells are new. I cannot tell if by number or by type.
Big help, thank you. Yeah, maybe we isolate a couple patrols, somebody whacks someone over the head, or we look in the abandoned side, maybe like get past the front door without starting a ruckus.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. We can take a peek. How hitman are these patrols? Does anyone like move far enough away if we watch for like 10-15 minutes?
I'd like
Is
that.
there a dumpster
That's
nearby,
hitman.
perhaps?
The patrols that you saw wandering the street were 8-man strong. You have not seen any patrols below 8 in number. And of those scattered around the house, there is 1 by the back patio door, 1 by the carriage door, and 2 by the front door. I will note that the carriage and front door are 35 feet apart and visible of each other, so there's
cool.
no catching either of those off guard.
And they're not moving, they're just standing at post.
They are standing at post.
Oh man.
Furthermore, the collapsed part of the building is so heavily so that it is not likely that you're going to be getting into the building in that direction. Your best bet is to be going through a door or a window.
Does anyone speak Draconic?
I technically do.
Believe so.
I don't.
Draconic is usually the one that I pick just because me as a person. But... Yep, I do have Draconic.
So it's either schmooze the boys, find a window, or kick the door down. We know which one of those ends in not good times.
I am remembering now. I'm a face character
You are
who
a
has
face
disguise self for free. So
Uh-huh.
this is a thing that I can do now a little bit differently, but so I could like potentially lure some people or something.
Anything to get them separated. Because they are all looking at each other. Or at least the two solo door guys can see each other.
Joseph did also mention earlier that it might be worth waiting for night, and you do know that they would naturally have lesser numbers in the evening. Going into the building right now in the middle of the day would definitely be the hardest of any approachable time.
But he's awake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's make camp then.
Find a happy place somewhere. Not here.
Find a building far enough away that us like lightly conversing isn't gonna carry down the street to them and something like that.
Yep. Laffy.
All
Let's
right.
find a building.
You're leading, right?
Yeah, I'll lead.
I can assist you with the survival if you'd like.
Okay.
Of course, your roll was
Advantage
pretty
fun.
baller last time, so I don't know if you need me.
Plus guidance. There's my guidance, and
I'll guidance you too. Double guidance.
You guys are a lot better than my old
Ooh.
party.
18.
And why do you say that, Sir Walt?
I don't gotta do so much work.
Hey.
Well, with that expert city craft, you are able to find the area that you would need to avoid being detected by any of the patrols and be able to squeeze out a few hours of rest as you wait for the sun to set.
We'll be able to see the building from here.
Although you would be able to see the building, it would be difficult to have direct eyesight of the building and also be out of range of patrols.
Okay.
They are frequent and sweep effectively.
Right on. Not choosing begging.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Yeah. Now, is there anything our party would like to do while you are resting?
Yeah. Chew tobacco.
Tell us more about yourself, Walt. Tell us about your hopes and your dreams.
Well, I was a farmer. Then I was a hunter. Now I shoot people.
Well, and maybe soon you will move to shooting dragons.
Shoot them too already, yeah.
There's a theme.
Yep.
Joseph, you are a farmer, correct?
No, I wasn't a farmer.
You look like one.
I'm not sure if that's a backhanded compliment, but I will accept it.
Your hands are strong, firm, calloused.
Well, I am from the Kilnari Elves, and I do work with wood. Might be part of it. Speaking of that, he pulls some of the driftwood out earlier and proceeds to try to dry it.
What about
To
you?
use... Huh? What? Huh?
Hmm? Oh, no. Go ahead. I was talking to Thrag.
Did you say something, Walt?
I said, what about you? Back to Thrag.
Oh.
There is not much to tell. I am a stranger in this land. Well, I was when I was a child. I'm an adult. I'm at the ripe age of 15.
Okay.
I came to this land with my father. And when I grew, it's been a dream of mine to be a knight, a Solemnic knight. I guess you would say I am one now. Before I was just an initiate.
Now it seems I've been ordained, brought back by a new purpose.
Seems like you had a lot to say.
Somewhat,
Maybe he talked too much and the god sent him away.
perhaps.
It's possible.
I miss Josephine.
I'm as close as you have now. I'm sorry.
Wait, they're different people?
Yes,
Long
Laffy.
story.
Laffy.
Laffy has memory issues.
I'm not sure she does.
I think you're projecting.
Perhaps I am.
Lappy is just a smartass.
I was gonna say, I think she's just fucking with people.
Thrax is too stupid to fucking understand it.
Well, the hours. Oh, go ahead, Frixus.
Frixus will be frantically writing in his journal because he just like went through God's powers in order to be resurrected and is trying to record as much of it as possible in his notes because his whole thing was trying to figure out where the power comes from them.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Also, I'm quite happy with the fact that I don't have any spells I had to handwrite for leveling up.
I'm gonna have to do that because none of my life domain stuff is attached to my healing.
Oof.
Oh, we can steal scripts from my other character.
Might have to have you do that for me because 1d4 healing word's not gonna help our boys at level 9, unfortunately. I could, I could calculate it myself, but it would be a little silly since we have the, if you
Your
already
life
have
cleric thing is you have to add a plus. It's
It's
level
crazy.
plus
It's like
2.
+7 or something, yeah. But there's a whole like calc. I need like my +3 from my other stuff, and then the life domain gives extra and a bunch of other weird things. So.
Should auto do the your wisdom.
I mean, we can take a look, but it doesn't look to be. I looked at the spells themselves under the gear, and they don't have any modifiers to them. It's just the dice.
Ah,
I added them through Fantasy Grounds, but must not have taken. So we can take a look at that. But
Wald's just chewing. He spits every couple minutes.
I'm busy trying to dry that piece of wood, and then eventually, if it gets serviceable, I'll use my woodcutter's tools on it and start working.
All right.
Watches Joseph.
Yeah, while we work some hours away here.
I start the ritual for identify since we had that necklace.
I don't have identify on my cleric list because I'm a life.
Right. We had 2 potions and a silver necklace that we didn't know what they were.
Alright, I'm gonna start rituals for identify while we're sitting here waiting.
Will do. All right. So the 2 potions are definitely healing potions. Where is that tab?
Yeah, we should probably clear out the party sheet and use that for like the bag of holding now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh yeah, I can put this in the party sheet, and people can grab them. I fucking love this feature.
Party time.
All right. Let's see. Descriptions. So, you have the platinum necklace, the symbol of Paladin.
Yeah.
Then there's 2 potions of superior healing. And the necklace itself is a periap of proof against poison.
Oh. Who's not wearing a necklace or has a slots open.
I technically have a slot open, but I have far too many magical items.
I have a slot open, I believe. I have 2 slots open. I just have like a cloak of protection.
You just passed me the shield. I have 3 now. It's max.
I'm good.
Speaking of that, yeah, I guess I can use this to attune to the shield while I'm
Yeah.
just chilling here. Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I've got 2 attuned items. It looks like I'm double checking. Oh, I have all of my attuned spots filled on myself.
Is
Here's
it
a fun-
easy for you to delete things out of the party sheet? Because I have to drag things one at a time, and we have 55 feed, I think.
You could just add the 1 feed and then increase the number to 55.
Well, I'm
I
trying to
can delete it.
remove the 55, and I can only do it one at a time.
I can delete it.
Okay.
Do you have? There you go. It's gone.
Yeah, that was all like the horse stuff is what
Yeah.
this was full of before.
Oh,
so.
I guess the amulet is just a non-attune, so
Yeah,
somebody
I was-
who's up front, take poison resistance.
Anybody
What does
want
the
any
poison
tobacco?
condition do?
I mean,
No,
if you're
thank you,
offering,
Walt.
if you're offering,
Here you go.
where's it from?
Spins over a tray. I don't know. Like a field, I guess.
Right.
Oh, where'd I
Pull
buy
up-
it? Back in
See,
the
I see.
city. Before I
Pull out a
left.
pipe that I whittled away, before I died. I'll brush the blood stain off of it and give it a go.
All right. Your iron infused pipe
Yes.
does still work.
Oof, a little aftertaste. Gonna have to burn that out.
But if there's nothing else anybody would like to do, we can watch time just slip on by until the sun sets and night falls.
What was dying like?
Dying.
Low.
I remember fire, burning, dark, then darker. Pain.
Probably a bright section there for a second.
It was magical darkness. I couldn't see anything.
That's true.
So,
I remember
I would say confusing
after dying.
would be the word I would use to describe dying.
From
At
my
least
point
that
of view,
last
for
time.
them, it was darkness and then explosion, blood everywhere.
Yeah, it's blood unseen. Yes.
I remember meeting Kiri Joleth. He punched me in the face.
Is that what killed you?
Huh.
No, I was dead. No, at this point I was dead. My body, my spirit left my body. I felt like as if I was a being of ethereal light soaring to the infinite cosmos.
Hell, we have a
Ah.
staff of healing.
So you did get punched out of the afterlife.
No. That's not how that happened.
Oh,
Once I was sailing through the cosmic infinity, I encountered Kiri Joleth, who was disappointed in me, and then proceeded to punch me in my face.
All right. I look to Joseph. You know how to bring people back to life?
I dabble, yes.
Look to Alafi. You know how to bring people back to life?
Yeah.
All right.
If we have a problem, ideally, that is the solution, but I don't believe I have the material on me to do so.
If I die, leave me dead.
I'm going to need you to sign this very important form. It's labeled DNR.
I got a letter in my
Require
pocket.
your consent, and if you
No,
could, I would like you to appoint a power of attorney.
I got a letter in my pocket. You can just look at that when I'm dead. That'll
Oh.
tell you what to do.
Ooh,
Don't worry, we'll
serious.
resurrect you if we have any questions.
No, don't do that.
No, nonsense. I don't want Kiri Joleth to punch you in the face.
Now, if I die, I'm dead. So,
No, your body will be. You will transcend this mortal plane and traverse the infinite void. But Kiri Joleth will punch you in the face. Cannot have that.
It's a strange request. Is there any reason that we are allowed to know?
I want to be dead. I want to die like I was born. Unplanned.
I see. Maybe
You're
we
in the
need
right
to talk
line
a
of
little
work
later.
for that to happen.
If you need to chat, Wald.
No, I'm just giving you my preferences. I'm tell it to any cleric or healer or whatever. Not natural to come back. You're supposed to be dead.
I'll keep that in mind.
But for corpses, you're pretty good. So I'll give you that.
If we
Where's
have any
the line
questions,
for
we'll
you
just.
with? Where's the line for you with where death is?
You a zombie guy?
Look, I'm not a zombie guy. I summon ghosts. Don't worry about it. But
He considers his words
I'm
very carefully.
thinking more. If you're dead for less than a minute, you don't want to be brought back.
I died, didn't I?
Well, there's different different thoughts on if you're dead yet.
There are a few levels. There's mostly dead, and then there's all dead.
Use your best judgment.
Got it.
Okay, so he's not
Right.
rotting. We're good. Got
Got it.
it.
Give me my tobacco back.
Oh, sorry. Here you go. I'll kick the plate back over. Well, gentlemen, it's quite dark. Shall we take a gander?
Yeah.
And lady, excuse me.
Yeah, it's getting gray. Let's go.
All
Laffy?
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
So-
Do you need any checks or anything? Mostly stealth, I'm guessing.
Yep, we'll be needing some stealth checks.
Are we just raw stealthing?
I think so. Probably want to save some
Mhm.
spell slots for the boys, right?
Makes sense.
Oof.
More stealth rolls.
I can't escape the heavy armor life.
Same.
That's it. Oh, I guess I have advantage. Alright, so that's a 26.
I believe Pastel Trace is gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's gone?
No,
Oh.
It is gone by
pass,
now.
Yep.
Oh, okay, never mind. It is.
Yeah, we're not casting pass.
I got a 16.
All right.
Oh, I
So,
I would see through all of this. Except for Walt. He's pretty good.
our party will creep back down that same ruined street to the manor in which we see that it is relatively lightly guarded compared to earlier in the day. There are simply 2 guards at the front door and 1 guard at, well, actually, I'm pretty sure it was 1 guard at the left door. I'm double checking now. Either way, the guard is light. There are no patrols on the street. There are lights on in the various windows and on the second floor. But activity levels are much lighter, and you can imagine that sneaking in now is probably your best bet if you want to do it quietly. But that is where we will end our session for tonight. And when we resume next time, we will be infiltrating the mysterious Red Dragon Army Manor and see what secrets or information we can glean about what the hell they're actually doing here. But until then,
Good.
I look forward to seeing you all at the table next week with a surprise new cast of characters. But until then, have a great week, everybody. Bye.
Bye.